Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And this is our second go-round in a vehicle on this platform. I'm going to quiz you and see if you remember the first one. We are testing the 2024 Subaru Solterra EV. And in this video, we'll tell you if Subaru's first electric vehicle is one that fits our family of three, or maybe it's one maybe we would avoid. Maybe. Stay tuned. Alright, Holly. I've left this one with you while I've been out of town.
Yeah.
You've had a little time to explore it without me.
Yeah.
I made a joke or a reference at the beginning that this is the second time we've been in this family of vehicle before, because this is one of 3 vehicles on this platform in the market. We'll work through, I'll give you plenty of time to think about it. I know you don't keep track of cars quite the same as I do. But first things first, what are your thoughts of the exterior styling?
When it first pulled up, I said it looks like a Mach-E, a Mustang Mach-E.
Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's just a thing?
It's just a thing. I mean, I like the look of the Mach-E, but this looks just like a Mach-E.
So you like the looks of it?
I like the looks of this, but I would have liked its own distinct look. It looks different than most Subarus.
It does, because
Than all Subarus.
it's not really a Subaru.
Okay, what is it?
We'll get into that.
Okay, well, Subarus do have a distinctive look about them that makes them them.
Yes.
And this doesn't have that. So that's why I'm like, do I like...
Out, there's a Forester in front of us.
Do I like that it looks like a Mach-E? I mean, yeah, I like the look of it. Does it look like a Subaru? No.
I mean, they tried with elements that they could. The headlights, all LED, look like other LED headlights in Subarus. The taillights, same. I mean, looking at the Forester in front of us, it's got that same like C look.
Sure.
But yeah. But then we've got a lot of black plastic cladding up front. What are your thoughts on all the black plastic cladding on this one? It's been, like the entire front fender is black plastic cladding.
Which it sounds like you hate.
It could be better.
It hasn't bothered me.
Okay.
I'm indifferent.
Okay. All right. Moving inside. Thoughts in here. I already know your biggest. But
No, I think what you think my biggest is more of a not sure about.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll continue. Yeah, let me have my thoughts. Stop interrupting.
Okay.
This feels like a cockpit. Me and Tucker both said the same thing, is this looks like you're piloting an aircraft.
Okay.
Right?
Does it feel like piloting? No, we'll get into that. So it feels like an airplane.
Feels like an airplane. Maybe it's because it's got a weird shape. Steering wheel.
Tucker, what shape is the steering wheel?
Squircle.
Squircle. It's a square circle.
A squircle? Who came up with squircle?
Plenty of people.
Oh, it's a squircle?
It's a squircle. But, okay, yes. You brought up the steering wheel. Let's talk about the steering wheel. First of all, it's a squircle.
It's a squircle.
Elaborate on your thoughts and opinions.
I mean, I like
It's called a squircle.
Do you see the shape?
It's a square and a circle.
Kind of a rounded square. So it's a circle plus a square squircle. I like anything that's a little bit different. I like them taking a risk on it. The shape doesn't bother me. It's fun. It kind of feels sporty, and then with it being an EV, that has some get up and go to it. That's fun. I would say the part that I'm not so sure about is the long steering column. I'm not sure I like that.
Well,
but I do like having the dashboard thing back there, all the way back there.
Yeah, who needs a head-up display when the display is
all the way back there?
Which is why we have a squircle, because you have to see over the squircle to see
your
the screen.
Makes sense.
Which it's kind of limited on how much information they really give you up there, but I don't know that they
it's not a
display
lot of
it in the
info.
best way either.
I don't either. Are there different options for that?
Well, you can slide that left side that we've got our fuel economy displayed. You can slide that over, and then it's just the circle in the middle.
Well, I would rather have that because that's the part I'm looking at the most.
We'll get rid of that.
And then well, see, it didn't even make it any bigger. That's the only thing is it's small.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be
Yeah.
a
Bless
little bit bigger.
Okay. Talk about the buttons. We got a lot of buttons. Too many buttons?
I haven't played with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Typical.
I mean, it's a cockpit.
Yeah. And then you've got eyeballs watching you because this is not a Subaru system. It is not Subaru EyeSight, though we've got Subaru branding on it. Driver attention monitors and stuff like that on it. Can you guess? I've been alluding to it a bunch in this. Who really makes this car?
I'm guessing Toyota.
Yes, this is a Toyota-ru. Unlike the Subaru GR86 that we drove a few weeks ago, this is a Toyota-ru, a joint venture between Toyota and Subaru, both brands' first full EV. Can you guess, now that I've said, we've been in another vehicle on this platform. It was not a Toyota. It was the Lexus RZ. You remember baby blue outside? Baby blue suede.
I remember the Lexus.
So does this interior fall short of that Lexus because no blue suede? Like, now that we're in the interior.
Well, we do have blue back here in the cream, which I like that. I like that. I like that part.
What about?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of how I feel in the interior, I could go either way depending on how much it is.
Okay.
This is an interesting addition is the like cloth on the dashboard, which I don't know if that is going to age well.
It's in my daily driver, which is 12 years old at this point.
On the dashboard?
Yeah. There's cloth on the dashboard and on the doors. My daily driver. You always... Anyway. But
yeah,
yes.
I don't know.
It ages.
I don't know. But it looks so futuristic in here, and then you have the cloth on the dashboard. So I don't know. It looks, and that especially looks like the bottom part of a seat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. And then we've talked about up here.
There's a rattle up
plastic.
there.
There's a little rattle kind of shake.
That we're about
There's
to
already
experience.
like a strap. I guess you can wipe it off, but there's like a scratch there. I don't know.
We're about to hear the rattle because we are turning on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas, where we can test out the ride and handling of this. So we'll pause a little bit from interior discussions and see how this does on less than perfect pavement because aging brick streets. Tucker, how's your wobbly head back there?
Not wobbly.
No, it's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
This is really smooth.
Yeah?
Well, getting a little bit more.
Getting into the bumps of it. You're kind of slow getting this out here, but we're about to find the biggest bump of them all.
Right here.
See how it does. Hear it more than you feel it, but one of the great things about EVs, their weight, they're heavier than typical vehicles of their same size, which gives them more of a presence, and then the wheels are stretched out, which helps with the ride. So there's more distance between the front and the back wheels. So helps with the ride. Rides pretty well. We've always said EVs make great luxury vehicles.
For sure.
All right. So back to interior. Interesting choice here.
Interesting choice there.
Interesting choices over there.
Yeah.
With the
Interesting
screen.
choices over there.
And the squircle. But what about down the middle here? We've got a very large infotainment system, Toyota's infotainment system. Mostly haptic touch buttons up here, but heated and ventilated seat controls, dual zone climate controls, push button for volume, no knob. That's weird. Weird choice.
But there's a knob here for
selecting
parking,
driver reverse.
I do like some of the cubbies here. So you've got your charger under this that you can close. You've got your cup holders in here that you can also sort of close. Almost close. And open. Does it open further back? Yeah, then you've got your whole thing here, which it's got a little compartment a tray you can take
So
out.
it goes down even deeper, which is where they've stuffed these, because why is all this in the center console, Holly?
Because there's not a glove compartment.
No.
Corey. But there is a little pass-through, which we also like. Those pass-through. The only thing I would say that I don't like, I do like the way this is laid out and stored in that you can like hide things. But I don't like the gloss black.
And there it is.
Oh, is that what you said I was gonna? Oh.
The acres and acres of gloss black.
It's
where
a
your
lot.
hands touch on the doors.
Everything here is gonna have fingerprints on it.
Everything here, the back doors even have gloss black in them. Why? So
I feel like you're more passionate about it than that. But yes, I don't like. I mean, you can see just from the few times that we've used it, all of our fingerprints.
Yep, very. But going back to controls up here, heated and ventilated seats. What is my favorite thing about the heated and ventilated seats?
They remember.
And there's an automatic function too. So depending on what temperature you have it set and what it's like outside, you shan't even touch it.
Shan't even. But if you needed to touch it, it's in a convenient location, not buried in the menus. So
very
that's
much
great.
like that. Then we've got a dedicated parking button. I again bring up the fact that this is a Toyota system, not a Subaru system.
Stop pressing it. Oh. That's,
so
that's not what I thought you were doing. I thought you were doing the where it parks itself.
No. So we can see all around us, bird's eye 360 with, if you scoot forward just ever so much, an invisible car, which I really like. It remembers what we drove over and hides it underneath that car or displays it. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the button you dislike the most, the one pedal drive, which it's not a true one pedal, but regenerative
You only
braking.
have one level.
No, you can actually use the paddles here, and you see by the D there, you can
I see it.
turn it on and off.
Yeah, because I usually do it like one.
Yeah, just.
I would probably like it if I drove an EV more. But yeah.
Tucker, what are your thoughts back there in the back seat?
Good.
Good.
Lots of room back there.
Yeah, again, because the wheels are so far apart from front to back.
There is, we didn't talk about the rear view camera, which I don't have on.
Conveniently, there's a Toyota behind us. But yeah, Tucker's got plenty of room back there. Now would be a good time to talk about putting in his child safety seat and storage in the way back. Before I bring Tucker's car seat in, I just want to show you how roomy and spacious it is back here. Plenty of room behind where I was riding earlier. 2 USB-C ports back here, heated outboard seats, which is nice. 2 air vents on the back of the center console. And yes, just like the front seats, we get a lot of gloss black plastic exactly where your hand's going to land. But we do get a little storage in the door, mat pockets on the back of both front seats. Pretty good ingress, egress. We do have a fold down center armrest with a little spot for your phone and a 60-40 split bench rear seat with top tethers all the way across. Unfortunately for us, the 60% is where we normally keep Tucker. Not our favorite, but definitely not a deal breaker. Go ahead and close that up. We do have lower latches that are rather nicely exposed on the outboard seats, but not on the center seat. And I'm gonna go ahead and raise this headrest up just a bit so that I can feed the top tether through. Bringing Tucker's car seat in, this is the same Graco Extend-A-Fit car seat that he rode in when he was rearward facing. You can see there, nice room. One of the great benefits of an EV are the fact that you can pull the wheels out to the corners, making more room on the inside. So this is something that we really don't see until you get into full-size crossovers and SUVs like a Honda Pilot, which we may also be testing. So you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button so you see that video when it comes out. We will go ahead and drop our top tether back behind the seat here. The car's listening to me for some reason. We'll go ahead and put the anchors in, or the lower tethers in, which is very easy to do. Nice height here on the side, so no real complaint on the ease of opening or getting this in to its seat. But go ahead and snug it down. nice and tight. Now, unfortunately, these seats do not slide or move. So in order to put that top tether in, I'm gonna have to go around to the back. Coming to the back of the Solterra, we do have a power lift gate with the electronic release right underneath the Subaru logo. And even though we have a rather nicely sloped back window, there is no rear wiper back there. We had a little bit of rain today, but didn't really get out and drive this, so I can't tell you exactly how that contributes to the entire thing. We do have the all-weather floor mats in this, which I do really like, but let's go ahead and finish putting in his child safety seat. We do have the retractable shade here that I'm going to go ahead and pull into place so that we can see a little bit better what it's like putting this top tether in. This is primarily a Toyota vehicle that Subaru has helped with, so we get Toyota style cutouts here in the back. Now, this is where this little shade is not so friendly, especially to me, doing all this one-handed, but we'll go ahead and tighten this down. There we go. Fairly easy. It's a fairly decent reach for me too at 5'10". Overall, I would give this a solid B+, no real complaints. Last thing I do want to call out, we are going to get a little bit of squish here to the seat, but I don't think we're going to be doing any real long-term damage leaving this seat in place for any length of time. Coming to the cargo room, it is very nice. I already showed you it's 60-40 split, but there is no location back here in the back to fold those seats down. So you're either gonna have to do a reach and push or go around to the side of the vehicle. Though when you do have those seats folded, the transition is nice and flat, but the seat back itself ramps up just a little bit. Overall, very nice. I'll put the cargo numbers on the screen so that you can see them. Coming to me at 5'10", this is how wide it opens. You can see the power buttons right here. Give them a push and everything comes down very nicely. All right, so yeah, so much room in the back seat. His car seat faces rearward without me having to move this seat. So, huge win. One of the many great things about an EV is that you can do that. I think the only other Toyota, I keep bringing up Toyota in this, even though it is a Subaru, Grand Highlander and Sequoia. So, like big vehicles. Yeah. Also met that requirement. So again, long wheelbase comes in handy. Makes the interior very nice.
Yeah, let's talk about the trunk.
Okay.
It's on the smaller side for
Again, the seat, the back seat's a little bit further back, so
yeah, so
prioritizing.
You get more leg room on the inside, but you sacrifice some trunk space a little bit. It's not
There is
small by
underneath.
It's not small by any means.
No.
But it is a little bit smaller than I was expecting it to be.
And then we've got the sloping rear window back there that kind of cuts into it versus being a squared off SUV.
Yeah. So. We did do a luggage loading, not luggage loading, grocery loading video. So y'all can check that out and see what the space is like.
Yeah, over on her Instagram at Female Consumer. But any other thoughts? I'm gonna put you back on this screen so we can talk about economy. Any other thoughts before I get the window sticker out?
Yeah, fuel efficiency.
Electron efficiency. So.
Oh yeah.
This is not. So this being the brand's first EV, it falls a little short on the range side of things because at 100%, we're flirting with 200 miles of range, which in 2024 it's not enough. It's a great city commuter, not a great Texas vehicle because Texas is so spread out, and we're so spread out. So yeah, a little bit small on the whole battery side, 72.8 kilowatt hour, which is smaller than most, but not by that much. The efficiency seems to be there. We're getting 3 miles per kilowatt hour, which is good.
Yeah.
It's not the best we've seen. I think 4 is more in line with some of the best, but decently efficient. I feel like it could have used a 100 kilowatt hour battery, and in that regard, we'd see hopefully maybe 300 miles, but anywho. Then the EPA gives it the stupid MPGE, which is No. But their estimate is 33 kilowatt hours per 100 miles, or 3.3 miles per kilowatt, and we're short of that. So, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, real leather, fake leather? I have to ask.
Fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you for that encouragement, Tucker.
Yeah.
They call it StarTex.
You really,
So the EPA does rate this at 222 miles, but we have not seen that in our time with it even plugged up to 100. But again, that's based on driving history. Look, you're even creeping up 3.1 now. Look at you.
I know, I'm a more efficient driver than you.
You are. Even with that little jab of the accelerator you just did. So better.
Still better.
All right, window sticker time.
I would be even more if I hadn't done that.
What do you
Okay,
think?
42.
Yeah,
Oh, is it too low?
you're too low, yeah. This
Way
is the
too
top
low. Oh, this is the top trim.
trim. All-wheel drive. Simulated.
52.
Getting closer.
Is that still too low? 55.
Just overshot it. 54, 558. So, creeping up there. And because this is a Japanese vehicle, not a US made vehicle, it's not eligible for the tax credits. So,
Man.
yeah, you're going to be paying for this one. So it's high on price, low on range, mixed on interior.
Comfort is good.
Yeah.
But you're going to be cleaning some fingerprints.
Yeah. Mhm. So, thoughts on, is Subaru's first ever EV right for us? Probably not.
Probably not. I've really enjoyed driving this car.
Yes. It drives really well. The power is nice.
It's just
We
a
haven't
little
even
expensive, huh?
Yeah. We haven't really talked about driving experiences. How does it feel behind the wheel?
It's nice. It's a fun car to drive. I mean, it's an EV, so it's got some get up and go. Very smooth.
But it's not lightning quick. Like, you're not going to be
No,
drag
no.
racing this one, but because of its effortless power, it does. It drives very easy. It's steering heavy, light,
Steering,
perfect.
Easy, perfect.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of good things about it, except for the price tag. I feel,
Yeah.
especially with it being a collaboration between one of the world's largest automakers, Toyota, and Subaru, I feel like they could have done more for their first.
Yeah.
The range is really a disappointment. Range mixed with price, to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, again, if you want to see more from Holly, from Tucker, some behind the scenes stuff, that grocery loading video, find Holly on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk. Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it, all at GT Garage Talk. Bless you. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, in the 2024 Subaru Solterra, until next time, gearheads.
bye.
Yeah, I wish this was bigger. It even went off. Did you change it?
No, yeah, I did.
Even still. That's the other thing that kind of makes it feel cheap. Okay, so yeah, at 55, I don't want this.
Yeah.
It's cheap.